This is it! I'm really excited about this because this is my 100th upload to YouTube. I started this channel 19 months ago and I have approximately 1,700 subscribers, and I'm really excited about where this channel is going and what we've done so far. So in order to make this 100th episode special, we're taking a break from science experiments and we're going to show you how we make these videos about science. So I'm going to take you behind the scenes of what equipment we use, what supplies we use in order to get the effects that you see. So I hope you join us. Here we go. I can't believe we've made it to 100 episodes on YouTube. This has been over a year and a half. So we're in this for the long game. The growth is steady and sometimes a little bit slow, sometimes faster, but who cares? We're doing science and we really enjoy what we're doing. So this episode, I want to show you how we do what we do and who we actually are. So my name is Jonathan Allers. I am a father of two. I have a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, and my wife is amazing. She is completely supportive, and without her, this channel wouldn't exist. So 16 months ago, I started Destructive Creativity, which was a science channel dedicated to exploring the world and the scientific principles that we see in everyday objects. We changed directions a few times, and we finally settled on our current format. We have a lot of fun doing what we do, and I want to show you first of all how we get the effects and what equipment we use in order to do this YouTube channel. And now this is both for you guys who are interested in what my channel provides. I want this to serve as a snapshot that I can look back on so we can see exactly where this channel was years from now. And if you're looking at starting a YouTube channel in 2021, this might give you a good idea of the equipment that you need to get a level of quality that I have. All right, so where are we going to start? We're going to start right here. This is not real. And this is my green screen studio. I set this up in my basement. This allows me to superimpose myself onto different diagrams and charts and visual aids and explain what's going on behind me just by gesturing it. Nothing. Kind of like a weatherman, I guess. Let's zoom out here and I'll show you exactly. This is my studio. Now this is not a great size for a green screen studio, which I should have a lot more space, but we make it work. Pretty much what we do is we make sure that the lights that are on me aren't on the green, and the lights that are on the green and giving that a nice even lighting aren't on me, so I don't get that green tinge on my skin. So this is where we're at. And then I can go into my computer editing program afterwards and edit out all of the background, adding in whatever else I want to use. So yeah, this is my green screen, and we're going to be switching around a few of the cameras so that you can see which cameras we use. Okay, so you've seen my green screen. Now we're going to switch over here to my studio right back here. So this is my studio that I do some of the take apart things like the, humidifier, or when I do things that require a desk. They're all at this table right here. And if we go and circle around the table here, there's a couple of lights, and yeah, it's nothing special. And this is where I'm actually going to be showing you all the equipment that I'm going to use as well. So if we follow this around, there's our green screen back there again, and this is my workstation. So I have Final Cut Pro on an older iMac. I'm looking to upgrade that pretty quick here because it's getting a little bit slow with 4K footage. The best editing tool that I have is this right here. This is a loop deck, and this allows me to have a dedicated knob and dial for all the things that normally would be sliders or different types of wheels in Final Cut Pro itself. So that is something that has been a huge blessing for me as well. Okay, so let's start with the equipment that I use in order to make these YouTube videos. First of all, I have the Rode Wireless Go microphones. Now, I have duplicates of these because sometimes I do interviews with people, so then I just set them both up so that they both can have audio. What these things are is, right here, is this piece here. So, except for this one's black, this one's white. This one is the microphone, and I could hook up a lav mic from here, clip it on my belt and get a little bit better audio, but I find the audio to be quite decent with just using the Rode VideoMic Pros. So this one is the receiver, this one is hooked into the camera right now, and this is where the audio gets sent and then put into the camera. So that's my audio pretty much exclusively. I do have a couple of shotgun mics that I never ever use. So if you can afford them, check those out. And I'll put a few links down below. Number 2, I have a Sony A7 Mark III. Now this is my photography DSLR camera as well, because I do really enjoy photography. It doesn't pay the bills, but this has very good video. This shoots in 4K. It has pretty good slow motion and optical image stabilization for live video. I pretty much only use this for very high detail shots. So if I need to get an extreme close-up, I can use my macro lens or extreme wide angle, etc., etc. This is my camera for kind of artsy shots, things like that. That brings me to this guy. This is an Osmo Action Cam. This camera is pretty much indestructible. So I got this one for the more dangerous experiments. So if you see any footage that is really close up to things like fire or water or explosions or things like that, that's probably this guy. Mostly because it's indestructible, but also because it's way cheaper than my 2 main cameras. All right, now lighting wise, I'll pull this one over here. Okay, this is, it's too bright, too bright. This is an LED panel light, and I have a lot of them. I think in this room right now, I can see 5 of them. Now that doesn't mean that you need 5 LED panel lights. I just don't like switching from the lights from one location to the other. So I have a set dedicated for the green screen, and I have a set dedicated over here, and I have a set that I can move onto location as well. So I don't have to constantly pack and unpack all of these different lights. These things are pretty cheap, and they're getting cheaper every single day. So the lighting side of things, one of the cheapest things about this studio. Next up is the main camera, the one that you are looking through right now. So I'm gonna switch things around a little bit, and then I'll show you that camera. Okay, this brings me to my main workhorse that does most of everything that you see on YouTube. So this is, let's see, oh goodness. This is a Sony FDR-AX700. This is just the basic model of the Sony Handycam. This shoots in 4K, it has ultra slow motion for some of those slow motion shots that you've seen, and I love it. This thing is superb at the basics of video capture without any of the confusing extra features. It takes care of everything inside. It has some of the automated features if you want them, and if you don't, it just does its own thing. It's awesome. Let's see, I'll just record a little bit of what you guys are seeing right now. There we go. Yeah, so that's my equipment. Along with like a couple dozen tripods and light stands and cables and cords and all of the extra features like video capture cards for live streaming and things like that. I almost forgot, I did want to show you guys our manufacturing center. So this is back here, right to the side of the green screen. Whoops, just kicked some of the lights. There we go. Back here, we see the Ender 5 Pro way back in this corner here. This is where we make all of our extra 3D printed things that we could possibly need in this little cubby here. This is also where we shoot time lapses if we need them. So this is what I do. Now, a couple of questions that I've got on my YouTube channel is, one, are my episodes scripted? No. I have a basic idea of where I want to start and where I want to end, but sometimes I get derailed halfway through and I have to start completely over. But no, I don't read off of a script. I do have a couple of teleprompters, but no, I don't use them. It takes too long for me to type them out. It's just better to talk sometimes. All right, question number 2. Can I actually make a living doing a YouTube channel? Well, yes and no. I don't have a real job that pays the bills. I am self-employed. I have my own company. I have my own business license, etc., etc. But not all of my income comes from YouTube. In fact, only a small fraction gets paid from YouTube. So currently, my best performing day ever was about $11 a day from ad revenue from Google and YouTube. The rest of the income that pays my bills and feeds my family comes from the teaching course that my brother and I have started, historyliveonline.com. So it's history alive online that kind of pays the bills, but it's destructive creativity that allows me to teach you science and do all these cool science experiments. So we don't know where this is going to go, but we're having a lot of fun doing it. And hopefully this will be around for a very long time to come. Thanks for watching. I hope that you found this entertaining. If you have any other questions or if I missed something, let me know if you want to find out more. I might do a part 2 of this series. See you next time. I am Jonathan Allers for Destructive Creativity. See you next time. I already said that. That's okay. Bye!